All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, and once again, we're in downtown Dallas, bringing out the word of truth to our people who are listed on this sign. Like I said, once again, we're bringing this truth, and it's not going to stop. As long as we got the Spirit on us, we're going to keep pushing, because the things that's going on in this world, it's crazy out of control right now. It's like a wheel that's just spinning faster and faster. Nobody can keep up with it. You got all different things going on. It's hard to stay focused on one issue because you got all these other issues popping up. Right? And before I go on, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honor to the apostles of great millstones, and peace and bless to you brothers out there pushing the word. We're going to jump right in these scriptures. Go ahead.
Second Ezra 16 and 15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out.
When it says the fire is kindled, what is it talking about? The wheels are set in motion. The earth, the trees, the animals, everybody understands that this is the high spiritual time. Things are at an all-time high. Anger is at an all-time high. Folly is at an all-time high. Righteousness is at an all-time high. Because we out here pushing this work hard all over the earth.
That's right, idea.
But you look around, these people, they don't have a clue as to what's going on. They watching soccer, watching football, telling you about Tony Romo stats. All that stuff is absolutely useless right now. And then you got the women, they still stuck on the Housewives. What's some of them other shows they watch? Basketball Wives. Love and Hip Hop. They still stuck on that madness. So when the Lord comes back, they're not gonna have a clue. First of all, they're gonna be looking for a so-called white man. So when the Lord of truth and Yahushua comes back, they're gonna look at him and say, "Oh no, that ain't the Lord. I ain't getting on the chair with him." Well, guess what? You wasn't getting on there anyway.
That's right.
You didn't have a chance anyway, because you wouldn't break away from that so-called white man. So you gotta suffer this sword destruction.
Right.
You gotta suffer this anguish, this fire. So I'm pleased when I see these niggas out here laughing, cheesing, women walking around with no clothes on, niggas doing the same thing. The men wearing spandex, women wearing spandex. You walking behind motherfucker, you don't even know if it's a woman or a man.
You gotta be wary of taking somebody else.
But all those things have to happen. All those things have to come to pass for the men of the Lord to get what they want.
That's right,
for
man.
Yahushua to get what he wants. We want to live in righteousness. We don't want to live in this wickedness.
The fire is kindled and should not be put out till it consumes the foundation of the earth.
Who can stop the motions of the world that's going on right now? Who can stop that? Who has the key that can stop what Russia's doing, what Iran is doing, what China's doing, what's going on in Syria? Who has the key that can stop that? Somebody might say the so-called white man, he can't stop himself. He's consumed with greed. If he would stop himself, he would have did that a long time ago, because he would have foresaw his end. But he just kept eating. He kept filling up his plate, and that's great, because that leads to his destruction, and that leads to our upliftment.
That's right.
We don't want to be in these shackles and chains forever. Go ahead.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
Just like in the time of Egypt, when the Lord set those plagues, there's nothing you could do about it. When those frogs started hitting the earth, nothing you could do about it. When that water turned to blood, who could turn it back? What could you do? That was it. So it's the same now. As these wheels start turning, who can turn it back? Nobody. World War III is coming. It's coming. It's coming.
That's right, Akia.
So if you're in this truth and you have understanding, it brings a smile to your face. Also, you're scared at the same time. Excuse me. Because you know the destruction that's coming. And we don't know that we're those men that are going to be saved. But we have that hope and that faith. That's what keeps us coming out here.
That's right, idea.
At the end of the day, you should in your mind be happy that even if you're not chosen, that you're going to get to be in the kingdom.
That's right.
You're not going to be in shackles and chains forever. You're not going to be working these menial jobs forever. You're not going to be in a warehouse stuck forever.
Con.
Getting a promotion, but you're still in the warehouse. Still working overnight shift. All this stuff, it just seems hopeless. Unless you have Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
Now, who on this earth that has understanding that doesn't feel like that? When you get that truth, you especially like, man, I can't wait for this day to come. I can't wait for this to be over. Who doesn't feel like that? If you have wisdom, you feel like that.
Con.
You tired. You ready for this thing to be over. At the same time, you excited because the truth is out. The truth is even in a carnal sense, where you can touch the truth. You can see it on the TV. You can see it on the internet. So it's not some vague idea.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
And that's what you're looking at right now. Famine, great death, especially wars. People don't have a clue as to what's going on. But they will very soon.
That's right.
They will very soon. Gas prices go up, trucks stop running. That cuts off the city right there. That's second Ezra 15, which we'll get in a minute. It's just that easy. That's why we're so happy, because we can see it. We can see it developing in our face. And that keeps you glued to the computer, glued to the TV. Everybody now is just like, we just waiting for another September 11th attack.
For real.
Because when it happened the first time, you were more scared. You were more in fear, like, oh shit, oh man. This second time, we're gonna be more elated, because it's that time. I'm not saying it won't be fear there, because it will be. But this second time, you're gonna be elated. You're gonna be happy.
Con.
Brothers gonna be jumping up, high-fiving each other, you know?
How they learn?
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scorchers for amendment.
That's right. The Lord sent all those things. The Lord sent all those things to clean, dissolve this earth. The Lord sent those things. For those who don't take heed to his word, that's what those plagues, famine, that's what that's for. To clean this earth. For the coming of Yahushua. For the coming of righteousness. You gotta burn all this stuff out.
But for all verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Read that verse one more time.
But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Oh, we've been out here for years. The apostles been out here double the time that we've been out here. And these people ain't gonna get right. We're preaching to save ourselves at this point. These niggas ain't listening. They more and more trying to get us off these corners. But that's all right. We're gonna follow the spirit. When the Lord has us off the corner, so be it.
You're gonna be looking for us in that day too.
That's right. You're gonna be looking for that truth. You may not be looking for me, but you're gonna be looking for that truth. And you're gonna be coming to these corners. You're gonna be here over by Subway, where we was at, over at that corner. You're gonna be just scrounging around. I know they out here somewhere.
Right.
I just gotta find them. But you had that time, you had that grace period to come out and show whose side you were on. But you didn't want to take it. Just continually, you know what? I'll probably do it next year. You know what? Give me about a month. I just got this new job, so I'm gonna chill. You know what I mean? You should have brought your ass out here and had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Nor be always mindful.
Sorry, hold that.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 12.
Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall.
And that's who we talking about right now. These people out here don't care about what they doing. They don't care about sin. They believe they can do whatever they want to do. Just go and pray to let the priest anoint you and you good. You could be a homosexual, you could be a thief, a murderer, all of that stuff. But just at the end of your life, pray to Jesus and you'll be straight.
Right.
But that's not true at all. And that's why that scripture says that. These people don't have no shame. Were they ashamed when they were out here acting like this? When the women were out here displaying their bodies like this?
Right.
When the men were being homosexuals? Were they at all ashamed? No, start at the top on that.
This is Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 12. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall.
That's right. So because you feel that way, because you feel like you can do whatever you want to do, you're going to fall. And you're going to die. But that's just how you wanted it anyway. That's how you wanted to live your life. You didn't care about the Lord. You didn't care about honor. Like they say in the military, honor, courage, and commitment. You didn't care about that. You just cared about lasciviousness, fulfilling all your lust. Whatever lust pops in your mind, you fulfill it. You don't hold nothing back. That's good on you.
2nd Esdras 16 and 36. Behold, the word of the Most High, receive it. Behold,
When
believe.
this word comes out, receive it. Receive it. Take it into yourself and add it to your life. Because if you don't, you headed for destruction. But we all know and understand that it's 2/3 of our people that are headed for destruction anyway. But if you're hearing this word and it's resonating in your spirit, receive it. But don't just be a hearer of the word, be a doer also. Make a move. Add this truth to your life. If you're not going to come out here, go out somewhere. Preach the Lord's word. Get at these corners. Make yourself a living sacrifice. Or you're going to die just like the sinner dies.
Believe not the gods of whom the Most High spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh.
Don't believe Jesus. Don't believe Buddha, Mary. Don't believe that. Believe the truth. And the truth of the matter is, Mary is not the intercessor for your sins. Yahushua is. There was no so-called white man that died for the nation of Israel. Those are all false gods.
That's right.
And you got the Catholic priest with the Dagon hat on. Those are all false gods. But our people love it. They love it, love it, love it. So you got to die right along with the fish god.
Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth
And
month.
that stupidness, that's a plague. The Lord blinded you people. Here it's 2015. You still celebrating Christmas. You still running around with Easter eggs, St. Patrick's Day, Groundhog Day.
Halloween costume.
Every day, Halloween especially. You celebrating everything but what the Lord wanted you to celebrate. And I'm talking to our people. You doing everything but what the Lord wanted you to do. And expecting any other result than to just be turned over to all manner of wickedness, all manner of disease. Gotta get you to 28, you gotta get your leg cut off from diabetes. You 17 with heart disease. You see little 12-year-old kids, way overweight, 50 pounds overweight. Kids didn't even have a chance. And did that happen because I said it? No, that's because that's how the Lord set it up. So you can be mad at my words all you want to. But you mad at the Lord, not me.
As when a woman with a child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
And that's what's going on in the earth right now, those great pains. And the earth is screaming. The world is screaming right now. All this tribulation, all these wars and rumors of wars going on, the earth is screaming. Just like that lady that's about to give birth. She's just in there screaming. She want another shot. Give me another shot. This shit hurt. That's what's going on in the earth right now. Those labor pains. That final hour is here. It's here. It's here. The chip is here.
That's right.
That final hour is upon us. And it will behoove you